literally, going back to my statement, like, this lady, I swear she got one of, like, full froyo and then the other one full of, like, toppings. Like, who needs that many toppings for their froyo? Like,
It was one single lady got the large froyo. She got the large
she got
one.
2.
2 large froyos.
Yeah, and I'm sitting here, I'm like, "Bro." But other than that, we leave, we're saying a bunch of stuff on our way out. I don't remember exactly, but
I'm the
then
baby. And
yeah,
then
we just kept saying
Let's
the baby,
go.
and then we keep torturing Christian in the car
Okay.
because
okay.
he voluntold he was like, "I'm driving today." So we, like, just made it absolute hell for him, but
It
that'll
was-
be in the next
Okay,
episode.
let's talk about
The
alright,
way
that's
to
the
Target.
conclusion of chapter 1.
Yeah, that is the
I'll take
conclusion.
over chapter
Chapter
2
one.
when you're ready.
Make sure you don't forget what we wanted to do driving up to Target.
I got
Yes.
it.
All right.
Okay.
Let's
Am I up?
Chris take the wheel.
All right. So
Chapter 2.
after chapter 2. So after we leave the froyo place, right? We're driving on our way to Target because Wyatt's like, let's get some soccer balls and go play some soccer. So we're like, okay, bet. So we're on our way to Target, right? And then on the way up the hill, because like our Target's like on the top of a hill. So like on the way up, there's like a sign for like a kids sale, like I guess selling like toys and kids clothes and stuff. And Kaine stares at the thing. It's like, I want that. So, so we were gonna stop so we could get out and grab it, but we're like, we're not getting the fucking kid sale sign. Kaine's all butthurt about it after this. So
No,
we
I
get
had a
into
chance to
Target.
get it. No, like, I had a chance to get it, but I, like, wussied out of it because, like, the light was about to turn green. And then
Oh,
we
yeah,
and
that's
then we
right,
go
yeah.
down the hill and then turn into the Target parking lot.
So he's like all butthurt about not being able to get his sign. We're like walking around Target and he's still like, I wish I had my kids sale sign. So we like okay, I remember now. So we get into the Target, right? And like, you know how they have like the phones where like
Strike
you can like
one.
call for like customer service and all that. Kristen walks up to one of the phones, grabs it off of there, and just stands there. This employee walks up to him. She's like, "Hey, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be doing that." He just picks it up and just walks away. Just
Yeah. And like,
this isn't the first time he's done this either. He's done this several times. It's just kind of tradition at this point that when we get to Target, this man just has to call someone.
Okay,
No,
let's
and then,
talk
like-
let's talk about how I terrorize everybody in any type of service. It does not matter.
Yes.
Food, retail, like I work in food, so I understand the struggle of working in food and how terrible people
Same
are,
here.
but I want to be the terrible person everyone remembers. And that's so funny to
You want
me.
to be the one they tell stories about when they get home.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
exactly what I want to be. The first time I did it, I picked up the phone. This young girl picked up. I said, "Do you know who the baby is?" And she just sat there. It was like, yeah. And I said, "Do you look like the baby?" She said, I don't think I do. She sounds white as fuck. And then awkwardly, I don't know what to say because I'm not with these guys. I'm with like one of my other friends, and he's just staring at me dying, and I just say, "Okay." I hung up. Just stupid shit. Just
Because if he'd have been with us, we'd have been feeding him lines to keep saying because that's how it goes.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, this wasn't the first time this man just grabbed a random Target phone and just tried to have a discussion. This was the first time he got caught by someone. So after this employee's like, "Hey, you're not supposed to be touching that. Get out of here." He's like walking off. We get back to like the sports area and like, I swear, you just found every possible thing to throw at me. Like, you hit me with like 4 or 5 different things in like a matter of 10 seconds. This man was just walking down the aisle, just grabbing shit like fucking footballs, soccer balls, just chucking these at my head.
No, and then I come
We were gonna
around
buy
and
some
I throw a
pool noodles
freaking
and just
pool
have a
noodle.
sword fight with them, but we decided not to. I can't even remember why we decided not to, but
I will
that's not the
say,
important part.
I will say, Kaine was wreaking a lot more havoc, all in all.
Oh, the entire
I
time.
threw a tech deck, like one of the
Oh,
super nice
he-
tech decks.
Yoinked it.
I like yeeted it, and then like there's like a board game aisle, or like they have like a back wall with like board games on it, and like
Mhm.
there's this like little rack area where like they had all the Cards Against Humanity things. I throw it and it lands in the Cards Against Humanity thing, and I'm sitting there, and then I just start
perfectly
throwing,
slides in. I've never seen anything like
and then I just
more
start throwing
dead
the
shot
rest at them,
precision in my life.
and then I just start throwing the rest of the tech decks, and I miss half of them. So I'm just like, you know what, whatever. I grabbed the tech decks. I shouldn't have picked them up because we like to be the story. We like to be the people complain about. Only
People they
sometimes.
look on camera and be like, "What in the world?"
Yeah. And so then I go pick up all the tech decks. I put them back because I'm going to be working at Walmart soon. So I'll probably know that struggle. And then, like, while Chris is getting stuff thrown at him, I'm walking around with this giant green pool noodle in between my legs and walking around with it like a massive schlong.
Just
And then
walking around, slaps it as he passes.
And then I get tired of it, and I chuck it across like 4 aisles.
Yeah, he just throws it over the aisles.
All right. I always
Imagine
put
like a
my shit
javelin in
back.
the Olympics.
Kaine
Just...
did not put his shit back.
No, Kaine didn't care.
All right, and then we bought the balls, and then we really didn't do much, and then we. Oh, okay. Then there's the.
I
last
gotta
part,
tell the
last
end of
part.
the Target
Yeah.
adventure. So we buy the balls, buy a kickball and a little tiny little soccer ball, right? And then we get in the car, and as we're pulling out, Kaine is still complaining about his kid sales sign, and we get to a stoplight. He's like, "Christian, stop the car! I need to get the sign." Because there's one right by the passenger door. Because he was in the passenger seat. There's one right by the passenger door. All he had to do is hop out, get it, and run back in.
There it is. Oh, there it is. Oh, he has
So we're
it.
at the stop sign. He's like,
I need to get
"Please
a
let me out.
Sharpie."
Please. He's like, "Okay, fine, just get it." So he like runs out, grabs it, hops back in the car. This thing can barely even fit in the car. It's freaking huge.
And now we have the kids for
Just
sale.
sitting there with it on his lap for the rest of the car ride. And I think that's everything for the Target section of our adventure.
Now we move on to Hutchison Park.
Oh,
I'm
you're
sorry.
This is
retarded.
the climax of the story.
Well,
You'll have to
hmm.
edit that out now because you said the name of the park, you idiot.
Well, there's several Hutchisons, but I will.
Okay, you're just
Hutchison Park,
making more
Illinois.
editing.
Local park. Wait, hold on.
Okay.
I'm googling it.
There's several.
Nope, there's
Hutchisons.
only one.
Well, obviously, because it's going to show your location on your phone.
I changed the location.
Okay, you ready? I'll have to edit it out.
I know.
Okay.
We
back. Basically, we took the soccer balls. We drove there, and we were tossing them back and forth in the car, which we probably shouldn't have been doing. And then we kept stealing the headrests of.
Yeah.
I kept taking it from Christian, and then I forget who was in the front seat on the way there. I completely forget.
I think
but
it was me.
I think it was you.
Yeah,
me
it
and
was
Kaine.
Chris.
Me and Kaine took it, and then Christian pulled the car over and threatened to turn it around. You know, like a typical dad when he gets angry on a long
I
road
will
trip.
turn this car around.
Exactly. And he's just looking down at his fingers right now. And then we what do you call it? I lost my thought. We took these soccer balls and we went to the field. I changed shirts because I was in good clothes. So we tried to see who could kick the furthest, right? Just to to see who's the most
We live in
alpha male.
bumfuck America,
where there's nothing to do.
to do in the midst of a pandemic. So we decided to kick it like third graders.
Yeah, we
then,
really
like,
did. Played monkey in the
and
middle
then-
and everything.
Oh yeah, just a bunch of children. I don't think there's any more to say.
No, there's really nothing more to say. There was a
Chapter
police
3.
officer there. He just kind of
Did
chilled
nothing
out.
really happen
I
at the
almost
park
hit
until the
Christian in the
very
head
end.
at point blank
Until
range.
the
Oh,
very
he almost.
All right.
Now this is moving to
Let's
Christian
talk.
when we went to go play. Start from when
Alright.
we played basketball, and then this is to the rest of the night.
Okay. So we
Chapter
decided
3.
to 4.
4.
This is the real climax I was talking about.
Yes.
Okay.
Assume the
You chose,
stance.
you chose
Oh.
the best storyteller for last. I like this.
Yes, he is the
We're
most
not meaning to
dynamic
step
It's
my
also
storyteller.
because it's relevant to you.
Yeah, it's also because it was your mistake, but it's okay.
Okay, so we decided to take a kickball and try and play basketball with it for some buttfuck reason. I don't know. But I made a joke saying I was gonna get in my car and drive off. So I hopped in my car and I just drove out, looped around the parking lot, came back around, and then I hear a fucking rubber ball hit the side of my car and I brake. I'm like, why the fuck would you do that? So I start pretending. Like, oh my god, bro. Oh my god. So at this
Look
point,
at the
I don't
dent.
really care. I'm not in critical thinking mode. Like my brain isn't there. I'm pissed off that they hit my car with the rubber ball and that they could have damaged it and my ass could have been chewed. But regardless,
Mm,
we're
Then I
gonna
scared
continue.
you.
And then so Chris gets in the car because I'm most likely gonna drop these fucking retards off and then, you know, jerk off for the rest of the night. But anyways, so Chris gets in the car. I hear Kaine open the door, foreshadow, and say, and I hear him say, "Huh, I wonder where my mask is. Why it's not in the car at all?" And all I hear is a boo, and I'm like, "Ah, scaredy me." I
Then
fucking
you hit the
I
gas.
my foot. I had one hand on the wheel, hit the brake, dropped it, let go, started going, and then I hear, "Fuck!" Brake. Boom. Me and Chris stare at each other. Dead fucking
I
eyes.
look out my window and Kane is just laying on the ground.
On his back.
This man is
I
like
pull
on
him
his
up.
back with hands on his head. He's like, fuck.
And no, and mind you, there's a Little League game
Oh yeah,
going
Little League
on
game
like
happening.
not even like 30 yards
Forgot
away.
about that.
Let's bring it back. Let's give some context. All right, remember when I said foreshadowing, right? So this dude is standing outside of the car, never got in one. Didn't even pay attention that the lights were still on in my car. There, there was nothing beeping. I didn't know. He's hunched over. He smacks the door. He starts tumbling. His foot goes under the tire. And I look out and he sits down. His hands are bald. And I just, "Fuck." And me and Chris just stare at each other in awe that I just ran over one of my best friends.
I helped him up.
It's like the look you
And-
gave me was, oh my god, I just killed him.
I can't explain the amount of genuine terror that was just pulsating through my body. And I got out. I said, "Hey, Cam?" And he's like groggy, just groggy.
He's like, oh, that's how
Man
he
is just
sounds.
running on
Thing.
pure rage at this point.
No,
Like-
okay,
Yeah, tell it from your point.
Yeah.
okay. So
Gotta
I'll
get
go to
both
my
sides.
perspective. I'm sitting here. I'm like, cause I didn't know that Christian wasn't paying attention at all. I'm just standing there.
No,
I'm
well, you
like,
just assumed the driver knew what he was doing, but
yeah, bad mistake from his driving earlier. But I'm sitting there. I'm like, I'm looking for my mask. I'm lifting up Wyatt's shirt, and then the car starts moving, and I'm like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. I'm like, is this really happening? Is my foot gonna break? I'm like, and then like he drives. Like, mind you, I didn't participate in soccer or anything because I have like super nice shoes on. Like, I have my like favorite pair of shoes on because it's like boys' night.
he was
I'm like
white.
dressed up a little bit. Yeah, I have like all white shoes. I'm like, after like the initial like my foot just got ran over, I was more concerned about my shoes.
Yeah, he really was.
I really was. I'm like, now I gotta clean my shoes. But like Christian's over here like having a mental breakdown.
He's offering him the entire world right now. I'll buy you this. I'll buy you that. I'll get you this. So Christian went and bought us all slushies.
Yeah, and then I'm like, I'm milking this a little bit. Like, granted, I was in a lot of pain, and like, ironically, there was an ambulance at the gas station we stopped at.
Yeah.
So and I'm like moping around freaking the gas station, and Christian looks at me. He's like, "Is there anything you want?" I'm like, "The whole gas station."
Buy it.
And then he's like, "I can't do that, buddy." He's like, "You want some Fago?" He's like, "You want some Fago?" And I'm like, "I want my slushie." And then I got mad because whenever I get a slushie, I get the huge slushies, and they didn't have the lids for my slushie that I wanted. And I look at Christian, I'm like, "Go get me a slushie lid." Like, go ask one of the workers. He's like, "I don't want to do that right now." I'm like, "Fine, I'll get a medium."
Fine.
I buy this. Okay, all right. My perspective. I just fucking ran over someone. What are you supposed to do in a scenario where you run someone over? I was like, "Do you need me to call the hospital?" And he's like, "No." I'm like, "Are you sure? I'll pay your copay. It's fine. We can go pick up an insurance card. I'll be with you the whole night. It's fine."
Mind you, I
He
have
said,
my insurance card on me, and he doesn't know this.
anyways, he's like, "No, I'm fine." Okay, we get in the car. He's like, "You need anything?" Like, I would go get slushies and I'm buying combos. And then he's like, "I could go for some Wendy's." And I'm like, "Okay, we'll go get some Wendy's."
Then I rolled up.
Cheeseburger,
I was dropped off at this
fries.
point. He was like Wendy's, and then they dropped me off because I had to go somewhere.
And then we take him to Wendy's, closed, and I just scream "bruh" to the people on the intercom, and I hear this screeching of tires, and all I see is Wyatt in his car pull up next to us saying hi and then leaving for
Zoomed
no
out.
fucking reason. He followed us back to Wendy's after I dropped him off at his house because he said he had to do something, then came back with his car just to say hi and then didn't speak to him for the rest of the night.
And then I left. I
can't,
zoomed out of
I
there.
don't understand.
Look, I had 300 miles to empty in my thing. I was going
And
somewhere.
then we're like, fuck. Okay, give us no Wendy's. And we start going back to Chris's house. So Chris had the bright idea because Chris is hungry too.
I'm a
Why don't we
hungry
go
man.
get why don't we get KFC? I pull up to KFC. I'm like, "Do you have a chicken sandwich?" They're like, "Nah."
I'm back here
All right.
crying in the back seat.
Can I get spicy tenders and 2 spicy tender meals and fucking famous bowl? or
Yeah, my
whatever that is.
famous bowl that they put
Yeah.
corn on, even though I told you no corn.
Oh, I didn't tell him no corn at all. Anyways, so it didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
they
He
were
was
like-
he
You
was
got
hurt. What
free
did he
food,
know?
Kaine, don't complain.
Okay, and they were like, "We only have one spicy chicken meal, and we're running out of chicken." I'm like, "This is fucking KFC."
How the fuck the chicken place have no chicken?
Just angered. I just don't get anything. I'm pissed off. I don't want to spend money. My dinner that night was called Kenny Fago, and then I went to bed. I got them their fucking food, and I drive out because Chris is like celebrating. He's like, "Yeah, I got food." Even
He's
though
like,
it's
run over him
fucking
more often. Run over him more often.
You're
Because I
fucking
didn't eat
off.
barely anything that day, so the idea of anything getting into my body was like,
It's
No,
the
no,
fact
I
that
forgot.
Kaine asked. It's the Chris asked.
No, I was
I
happy with
asked
my.
in place of Kaine. I asked for Kaine's benefit.
Shut up.
No,
I
but
offered
like,
to pay you back and you want to take it, so don't even complain.
Okay, go ahead, Kaine.
no, but like, we're waiting in the drive-through line because this drive-through line is taking super long. I grabbed Christian's mom's perfume. I'm like sucking on my slushy. And I'm like, I'm like sitting there profusely looking at this perfume bottle. I open my mouth. Christian looks at me. He's like, "Don't you dare." He's like, "Don't." I'm like, "I'm gonna do it." Because like I'm still in pain. Like I don't care. I'm doing stuff to like make him feel better. Because he did just run over my foot, and I just sprayed in my mouth. And
How did
then
that taste?
it tasted like perfume.
Wow, I would have
It-
never
it-
fucking
no.
guessed.
It's like one of the you know how you can look at something. You know how you can look at the top of look at this. You know how this tastes. You're gonna feel that groove. You're gonna
Yeah.
know exactly what this tastes like. That's the thing with colognes and perfume. It tastes exactly the way you think it does.
Yeah,
I mean, I figured as much.
it changed the flavor of my slushy too. For it was only for a little bit though.
Yeah, that was plastic. Okay, anyways, I get these fuckers chicken, and then I take them both home, and Kane's happy he has his combos, his famous bowl, his slushy, his sign that he stole, and he has a few more injuries. Yeah, the combos, can't forget the combos.
Go for the combos.
And then I look at his mom and I said, "I just ran over your son," and she looked at him. He was still standing. He's all right. I went home and cried, but that's that's about it.
That was about it.
Moral of the story: Christian's never driving for boys' night again.
No, I am next time. I call it next time. I call it
Yeah.
next time.
Yeah,
I
That
love
was
driving.
like the first boys' night we had Wyatt drive.
true.
Wasn't that
The
whenever
last
we were
night-
doing?
The last time we had boys' night, I ran over Kane.
Yeah, I get to drive next 9 for boys' night because I love
Who's gonna get
driving and
run
I'm a
over
good
next time?
driver. I've been driving them longer than all of you guys.
How long do you think we've been recording now? Wyatt, don't check because you're gonna fuck up the
I'm gonna
recording.
say an hour.
Basically, the footage it had after 20 minutes I have to restart it. So there's like a 10-second gap between first part and this part where the second 20 minutes we have a third 20 minutes starting now.
So
I don't know why it's set up to do that, but I know we're not re-recording, so it's starting.
So it's been an hour. Is what you
Why
No,
didn't
no,
you
we've
tell
been
us
doing
this
40 minutes.
beforehand so we would know that you were recording in 20-minute segments?
Because I didn't know until it clicked off, and I was like,
What?
"Why isn't it recording?" And then I checked the settings, and it's in 20-minute
It's like
segments,
now
and I
probably
don't know
part of
why.
the story is gonna be all choppy and chunky and weird.
Nice one, Wyatt.
Hey, I will
Apologies.
fix it. Apologies for the little thing that's there, but it's okay. It's our first time.
Woo,
First podcast.
congratulations.
A rocky one, but it's a podcast.
But an
You
intriguing
know, you
one.
gotta start
And now
somewhere. You
that
gotta start a little rough so all the following ones are better. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Gotta have somewhere bad to start so everything looks better than from here.
Exactly.
No, you
Because
don't
then when the
really
later
have
ones
to
are
do
good,
that.
it shows improvement.
Yes. Okay, so
Genius.
now that was it. That was conclusion of boys' night. We ran over Kane's foot and almost got kicked out of Target and stole the little kid's sign. And
That's
We
about
almost
it.
got kicked out of
Um,
like 3 stores. An injury happened. Free food.
free food, yes.
That
Well,
was
That's
not
fine.
free for all of us, but
You know
No,
what my perspective was? I ran my gas takedown. I caused someone injuries, and then I had to pay for more
drain bank
things.
account.
Yeah, basically
I
drain
mean, hey,
bank account. He's
as I
just
like to
commit
say,
multiple
it's
crimes
not a
while I'm
good
the
hangout
driver.
without the hospital.
Yeah, I can
visit.
drive. Plus, I don't fill up my gas tank. My parents do. I don't have to.
Because
Pay
there was almost one. We didn't quite get there, but there was almost one.
There was almost a hospital, but it's okay. It was worth it.
Yeah.
Other than that, none of us are good at basketball. None of us are good at soccer except Kane. Kane's a god.
I played
I
for
have
12
the
years.
biggest feet out of all of us. Because Kane
Yeah,
had
and
to
the
wear my
most
shoes.
disgusting feet.
Uh,
That's a funky ass toes.
that's okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
on to the other thing I said we were going to talk about. Who
Oh, the
who
katana.
has the better visual view of? We're not doing that yet. We're going to do the room, then we're going to do the katana. Who has the best background setup, guys? Like-
I think I'm winning that department here.
Yes,
Oh,
Mr.
what?
Head.
Bruh.
Got my swords, got my poster, LED lights.
We will
just
put a
can't find a
poll.
good camera
We will
angle
put a
that's, like-
poll up because this was going to be on YouTube. We'll put a poll up. Whoever wins gets
Yeah,
something.
whoever has the well whoever gets to whoever wins gets the hospital bills for Kane's foot.
My foot is fine.
That's not a very good prize.
Yeah,
not a-
that's why we're telling them to vote for Kane, so it doesn't matter and give him
Mhm.
a false sense of hope.
You can't
Anyway,
see my
I
corpse
Take
poster,
on that.
but I got a
competitive,
corpse
but I'm poor.
poster.
I can't afford
Make sure
that.
you like, you subscribe, you take on that challenge up there on the eye. Chris, point to your top right, left. Sorry,
There.
the other one. The other way.
Here.
Yeah,
there.
that's where it shows on me. Click that. Vote. Okay, now we're gonna see who is the better melee weapon. Okay,
I think
better
it's
melee
third.
weapon. Okay,
Who has the best melee weapon?
who's the because I'm sure Christian, you have something you could find or pull out.
Well,
of somewhere.
I always have like my ass, but I don't know if that's like short ranged. Cause like I could gas a whole like orphanage.
We'll do weapon.
I ate cheese.
We'll do weapon.
Oh my
I
god,
ate cheese.
it's not coming out, and I seem like a gapper. But anyways, let me grab my melee weapon real quick.
Starting with the best.
Grabs an 18-inch dildo.
Mine's a Nintendo pistol. Actually, I gotta grab one.
All right, mine's just a belt.
Wally.
What's the damage per second on that belt?
Enough to make the dad leave.
Pissed off.
Enough to make the dad leave 6 months later without
If
bringing
it
back
really
milk.
made me upset, then I think I could get a solid like 2 hits like every 3 seconds.
Okay, everybody have their melee
Yes.
weapon.
Has a status effect of plus 10 rage.
Okay, okay, everybody, we'll go in a circle, starting with Chris. So this is a circle from my perspective. I don't know if it is from yours, but Chris, we're gonna start with Chris
Let me adjust my
and go
camera a little
around
bit.
back to Kaine.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
We ready? Okay.
Yes.
So here is my weapon here. I just bought this the other day. Full
Looks
on
sick.
Japanese hand forged katana, baby.
That
Yeah.
costs like $90.
Costs more.
150 actually. Bitch.
All right.
That is a really nice melee weapon.
How do we feel about it? How do we feel about it, boys?
Do
How
you know any
feel about
cool
the sword,
tricks?
fellas?
Does it have any
Do
uses?
Any cool tricks?
I gotta move my chair out of my way, but fuck. So
Impales himself.
chair's going up there for now.
There, there goes Spoon. He's gone.
Shit.
Doesn't help with the Android quality.
Everything's
frame
going
rate.
wrong.
Spoon was
hey,
here,
hey.
gone wrong. Spoon was gone.
Spoon has been taken.
God fucking damn it.
I think Chris loses.
Camera set back up. I didn't know it was gonna fall off like that.
All I
Okay,
see is
okay.
Chris's
So,
hair.
I don't
just
know many
flapping
tricks, but I
on
can-
my screen.
Oh my gosh, look at him.
Whoa, whoa,
What? That's so
Twirling.
cool.
twirl it. He could twirl it. Don't chop your ear off.
I
That
could
is
do,
actually
like, on the other
sick.
side, but I don't have the space for that right now.
That's
Alright,
okay.
Yeah.
alright,
Okay, now my
That's my
melee
sword.
weapon.
alright, alright.
Okay, my melee weapon. Okay.
Water.
I always have jugs with me. Get water jugs with me all the time.
We gotta get
Always
the chair
have 'em.
back. I'm bringing y'all with
I can beat you upside the head with it.
over here.
Only costs like $1.12 at Walmart. Something like that.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oh. And
Cost
plus,
safe. Hydrosis effect. Hydrating. It's like it's the status effect for Wyatt. It gives him like a boost of
And-
energy.
it does. I can drink it and still beat you upside the head with it. Christian, act like I'm gonna knock you out when I throw this, okay? Ready? Chris, you'll do it better. You ready?
Did I do it right?
Are you ready? We're supposed to knock Chris out at the end. Okay, Christian, it's your turn.
All right, all right. We have the
What are we waiting for?
the Punisher 84. Straight artifact from child abusers, straight from 1984, passed around the ring. What is going on with Chris? Are you
He's
alright?
back. It's okay.
Okay.
He's back. That's
I
all
don't
that
know what
matters.
just happened. It reconnected me, but we're good.
Multi-use. It has multiple. You can do Egyptian slave style, or any slave style. Doesn't matter the time in history. I'm not racist. You Yeah, pretty long range. Or you could do the I got my child past curfew about like 5 minutes. Oh boy.
Like I said,
Uh,
plus 10 rage.
Also, intimidation factor. I really think that when you see a belt, you know your ass is gonna be beat or butt fucked. There's no in between.
You're either getting beat or tied up. There's no in between.
Yeah, you're done. It's multi-use, long range, short range, multiple damage types, and I think you're done for. I think I could win against Chris and his sword.
Okay, if you like his, make sure you vote. This is Kaine. Kaine is now up.
Kaine.
I got like a Roman sword type thing. I bought those at Disney. Not gonna lie.
Oh, Disney's
At
pretty cool.
Epcot.
Epcot wasn't
Daniel.
cool.
That's
How'd
great.
you get it back on the plane?
They shipped it. They went shing shing bing, and it just magically popped up on my door.
Shing shing bing.
Shing shing bing bing.
Shing bang.
And it has like
Magic
a
bird.
stamp
Bang.
at the bottom of it.
Shing
And
shing
like,
by the magic
if you are
bird.
a passive aggressive librarian, but you want the kids to be silent, you can just sleep.
Stamp their forehead.
Yeah.
Sleep.
You can engrave the Dewey Decimal System on it. And just go,
Pop him in the head.
Yeah.
this Dewey Decimal System takes you to my basement.
Yes. Librarians take children. Yeah.
Kaine also has a second melee weapon because I want to see the second melee weapon.
Wait, what
Yes, what's
second melee
called?
The
weapon?
big,
You like
bright
the second
melee weapon.
Oh,
The one that looked... Okay, you're covering half your camera.
it's alright.
Oh yeah, the lightsaber. I don't know.
Yes,
why
the
You weren't
it's
supposed to
lightsaber.
say it.
It's still... It looks really cool in your lighting.
We
Although
have
we can't see.
Kenobi.
Yeah, it does look really cool.
Kaine is like a short Anakin Skywalker, like 3 minutes before he turned into Darth Vader,
Or Kylo Ren.
and he
Looks
got
more
his
like
ass
Kylo Ren.
face like Kylo face like Kylo Ren, attitude like Anakin Skywalker.
Oh,
Okay,
it's low
so
power.
whichever one you prefer, make sure you vote for. Chris, point. Where is it? Point to it. Where are they doing it? The eye icon. Do you not know what I'm talking about? The voting point. Chris Kerr. Point. Point. He's
So where
useless.
we pointing?
That way. That way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Point
Took
Where
the,
with Chris?
Where am I pointing?
Nope.
the other corner.
The audio.
It's okay. We got it, Chris. We got it. Vote for which one you think.
Fail again.
We have. Yes, well,
My setup is very bad, so it's false.
it's okay. Setup's not that bad. Now, just as a, we have about 5-10 minutes left here. I want to talk to Chris about something and to you guys about something. Recently, me and Chris went fishing, and we had a really fun time. And
I
my
can't
mom,
do what anyone's
my mom,
saying. My culture is-
you just sounded like a, death is a side effect. Spoon. Oh, there he is.
Oh.
Oh, no, he's not.
Nope.
There he is.
It's a thing again.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
He's just like Shikamaru and
He's gone. I'm cut in half. Chris, come back. Oh.
Okay, what the fuck?
Look at him.
the bro.
I'm fixed all that shit. I don't know why I'm doing this.
Can you hear me, Chris?
I think this is a
I
perfect
call the
spot.
fucking ISP and be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I think this is a
There he
solid
is.
point to end the podcast. Oh, he's muted. Okay.
He's muted.
Wyatt, if you'd like to do the outro.
Okay, so this was something we're trying out. New beginning.
It's episode 0.
Yeah, episode 0. We're just throwing some things around. Obviously, you got some refining to do. I mean, like I said, it's recording in 20-minute segments, and it should not be right now. There's no reason why. Then again,
Because
we've
why I
never
did
done
this
it
last
before.
second.
It's right, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. Because this is the first episode, we would like to see some support. Obviously, we don't. We have high hopes, but like, we just hope it does something nice. So this is more. We'll get there, and we intend on doing. We have plenty of stories, whether they're in the now or in the before. We plenty
Or
to
in
talk
the
about. This has been an
future.
idea in the making for at least 9 months, but
Oh, definitely.
we like. It's just schedules and planning and getting all 4 of us on call at the same time is a lot harder than you'd expect because they got jobs. Me and Chris do nothing, but when we're doing nothing, I'm still doing something that still means nothing. But they work. They got lives outside of this. I don't.
All right. We're rambling now.
But we really
Weasel,
appreciate everything. This
Casper,
is Weasel
Uncle
Diesel,
Spoon,
also known
Wyra.
Christian, Casper, Kaine, Spoon is Chris, who's frozen. I'm very bad at calling gamer tags because we all know each other in person. We all hang out in person. Hopefully, second channel coming up. Groggy clips or GrogDogs clips or whatever it happens to be. It'll be in the description. Clips of us doing our stupid stuff. Like maybe next time we'll get a video of him running over Kaine. Who knows?
Yeah.
More in store. Maybe it'll be Chris.
Paralyzing me from the neck down next time.
Oh,
The title will be Turning Kaine to a Paraplegic. There he is.
I think that.
Chris comes
Okay.
back right at the outro.
Okay, everybody.
Let's join back to that. I think I figured out the issue though, so that's alright.
That's good.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay, we're heading out. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope to see you again. This is the GrogDogs crew.
I have
Signing
to
off.
sneeze. Oh god.
Bye.
Sneeze.
Uncle Spoon. Uncle Spoon.
Yes. Hello. Hi. Yes.
Do you know what time it is?
What time is it right now?
It's time for the Dogs podcast. After an hour of fucking with this shit,
Oh, it took so long.
Wyatt is
It
like,
took so long.
because some of us are poor and can't afford computers. Wyatt has like the computer, and he's the one recording this, and he's been diddling with this fucking cock for the past hour, and I'm dying. Ugh. Here in the top right corner, we have cute
A
Uncle
long
Spoon.
time
Everybody
coming,
point to
we're
him.
Finally.
Everybody
Yep.
point to him. When we introduce him, point to him.
Cute Uncle Spoon.
Everybody's pointing a different direction.
I'm not cute Uncle Spoon, Kaine. All right, here we
I'm right
have
there.
Casper. I don't.
Casper.
I'm right.
Oh, we're all
I'm
pointing.
right there.
Casper's
on my
right
screen.
there.
Wait.
If you didn't realize, there are little nameplates at the bottom right hand corner, top right, top left, and bottom left of each of our things. That is our ats, except for Kaine, because I didn't have enough notice to set his up. Actually, I've
Yeah.
had like 2 days to do it. I just didn't do it.
Yeah. That's.
But
just
it's
because
okay.
we're lazy, but it's fine.
It's because I didn't actually think it was gonna happen because we say this stuff and then it never happens because we get sidetracked. And like,
That's true.
Because
video
we have
games
lives,
are-
Wyatt.
Well, I mean, me too. I played Rust from 10 o'clock till 6 o'clock in the morning last night. So totally my life.
Some of us have jobs.
This is my job.
2 days a week for mental health reasons, so I'm have a little bit of time to focus on stuff that I'm passionate about. And I think
And there was some collateral damage towards friends' body parts.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so 2 things we're going to be highlighting probably extremely, which you have to look forward to. 1, the story of Hutchison Park and Boys Night, which was the other day, which we had fun with. We'll tell you the whole story
Boys night,
down to the most I don't know how to say it, but it was like, yeah, I'll figure it out. And then another thing, we're gonna figure out who is the better sword. And better
Bro,
room.
did I put mine
and
away?
better room. Better
Bro,
sword and better
I put
room.
my sword away.
When
I
we
don't
get
wanna do
there,
that.
we'll get there.
Let's start with the whole
Is there
we're
any
not gonna
way,
say the
Kane, you
name
could
of
flip
the
your
park
phone so it's
anymore.
horizontal and not like vertical?
Yeah, fuckface, fuck you.
It's
I don't-
dumbass, fuck you.
Oh, there you go. It works.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that looks so much better. Why'd you have it the other way?
Because I'm not wearing pants, Wyatt.
I hate to break it to you.
I hate to break it to you, man, but both of these nuts are hanging out right now.
Okay, for the past hour, Kane saw this video. There's this guy explaining how there was a Greek gladiator, just like Achilles, but his weakness was in his nuts, so both of these nuts, and we've been just making the same joke over and over again for the past hour. And
Both of
Yes, it has not
Like
stopped.
literally, when they baptized him in the river, they grabbed him by his genitals and just dunked him and like jerked him off and possibly circumcised him as a kid. Oh wait,
all right,
I think that's illegal.
we were talking about the park story. Don't say the name of the park. We have to edit that out now. Wyatt.
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
job.
Wyatt, you freaking retard. Oh, I'll get
Oh,
canceled.
wow.
I'll get canceled like Fitz if I say retard. So I'm just gonna say it as many times as possible.
Okay, sounds
Sounds
good.
good. Sounds good.
I'm gonna say retard as much times as a retard calls himself retarded because that's how retards work.
Fuck off, Kane. Okay, so we went to this park, right? Park. We went to Target. And we were just harassing the employees.
Dude,
the
wait,
whole
you're
entire
going in
time.
like the most
Super
complete wrong
fast.
order.
Yeah, we were at Street Frogs first.
Well, no.
Oh,
It started
we're
off.
going
Speedrun the entire
yeah.
adventure.
Let me start at the beginning.
Okay.
So at the beginning, like me and Weasel were supposed to hang out. So we're sitting here,
Weasel.
and I'm like, "Bro, are you coming over?" And he's like, "I don't know. My mom being kind of funky-licious right now and not giving me an answer." So I'm just sitting here in my room, and he's like, "Alright, I'm coming over, but I ain't staying the night because I got hoes."
Oh, I go hose. I go.
He's like, wait.
So then, like, we're in this call in our Discord call, and like Christian gets here, and we're like, "Wait, when are we picking up everyone else?" So then we get back in the call, and then Wyatt's like, "Yo, can I like stream for an hour and say I'm gonna take a 20-minute shower and make it like a 30-minute shower?"
Yeah, so at this point it was like 4:30, and I was like, "Can we
Yeah.
wait till like 5:30 so I can get streaming and then shower?" So pick me up around 6. That was basically
so
the just.
me and Christian are just like twiddling our dicks in our room, in my room.
Literally not doing jack shit.
Yeah, I showed him the both of these nuts video and
That
yeah, that and like the kid from the Tootsie Pop licking the owl's toes.
What? Wait.
It's so
Okay,
confusing.
let's just pretend.
He never said that. Just pretend it never happened.
Okay, since this
Just
fucking video.
move on from that.
Hold on. The
Yeah.
video. The Tootsie Pop kid walks up to the owl. He's like, "Hey, Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get the center of those tootsies?" He starts licking his toes, and the owl starts screaming. I'm sure if you looked it up, like on YouTube. or
Wait,
something,
okay. I
No,
think I
and
see
literally
that
the
before, yeah.
owl is tied up in like this kink chain bed almost.
Oh my
And he's
gosh.
just sitting there like the kid's just sitting there on his knees like licking the owl's foot. He's like, "Let me die."
All right. Okay,
Alright.
so we hop in my car. We do a couple circles around like the same approximate area because I don't know my town very well. I've only been driving for a little bit now.
Yeah, I know the town real well. I've been driving for a year though.
Anyways,
Nice
I made a
flex,
full
Wyatt.
circle.
Nice green headsets, Chris.
I drove to Wyatt's house, right? And we're chilling. Kane is just like freaking the fuck out about my driving the whole time. He's like,
Dude, he does not know how to drive, and this is a foreshadowing for later.
Oh yeah.
all right.
We'll get
I'm
there.
just
Just
Like
let us
he
know.
has this nice Jeep Cherokee, and he's sitting there, and he's like, He's like a mom that's on a rush to soccer practice, only breaks at the last minute. Like, I'm sitting here holding on
I
to the
can't
oh
let
shit
Jimmy be
handles.
late.
Dude, you're just a pussy.
Dude, I drive a 20-year-old Subaru Legacy that has a bumper sticker honk if you're horny. I have to be careful in my car.
Hold on.
I got the rich man's car in a poor man's house, but why?
Hold on.
I got the poor man's car and the no man's car. I mean, fuck, the poor man's house and the no man's car.
Sounds ridiculous.
Christian literally drives his car. If this was the steering wheel, he's literally like this.
Yeah, he's
hands,
like a mom.
Hands always at 10 and 2. And that's how he drives. He doesn't go over 35, regardless of the speed limit.
No. That is cap.
That is cap.
Zooming.
He does
He
zoom.
is zooming.
But he always has his hands.
Okay, the first like week that he had it, this man was like going like 30 and a 70, just like.
Oh, when we had Josh in the car, he was like, I don't know where this is. He was zooming. Can we notice how I can't even play Mario Kart with this controller because I can't hold the steering wheel? You see this?
Bears get smaller hands, stupid.
Okay, hold on. Let's take this in my perspective. All right.
I
so
just
I'm
drive
driving.
like this.
Every time I brake, I was kind of doing it on purpose because once I knew that he was like freaking the fuck out, I kind of wanted to stomp on the brakes the whole time he was in the car just to piss him off. He's like, holding on like my grandma. He was like the whole time. I was like, okay, whatever. So we pick up Wyatt, and we go to Chris's house. We pick him up, and then this is
we picked him up, but it took him a while to come to the door.
I was neck deep in a shelf, my man. I was building 3 shelves in a day.
I forgot about that.
My neck in boards.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
and then
that was
leaving.
Prelude. That was prelude.
No,
Everything
and
you
then
explained
leaving,
up
we
to
were
this
trying to
point.
watch this little kid like.
Oh
like,
yeah,
completely
we tried to
fall
watch
down
him
the hill.
fall. He fell the once, but it wasn't. He didn't fall again.
So we were driving away from Chris's house, and and there's this kid walking up this hill, and then I'm just driving, and I'm going slow because I hate speed bumps because they piss me off, and they all just start screaming "fall" at this kid. Fall, and they start like cheering once he like did a little stumble.
And then we were making bets on the old man to fall.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay,
old
okay.
man.
That concludes the prologue. That's like chapter
The prequel.
All right, chapter 1 is our time in a little establishment called Sweet Frog.
Well, wait. On our way to Sweet Frogs, Alexa did something the entire time.
Oh,
And
we
after
made
Sweet
Alexa
Frog.
make fart noises.
Alexa
The
fart.
entire time.
The whole time.
We made her do 100 farts, then
That's-
1,000 farts.
This is so interesting,
100
guys.
farts lasted like
Oh my
4
gosh.
minutes.
Yeah, you guys are definitely coming back. Stay till the end. It's epic.
It's
Epic.
puckers.
It's a
Epic
whole
game.
adventure. It's like the Odyssey.
Yeah, this all happened within 3 hours.
To subscribe.
Don't forget
Bruh.
to subscribe to the GrogDogs podcast.
So, subscribe to GrogDogs podcast. But anywho, yeah. So farting noise in car, very funny, hilarious. Get to Sweet Frog. Chapter 1. I've been saying chapter 1 repeatedly for the past 7 minutes. Let's talk
We're
about
finally there, though.
how I embarrassed myself in a froyo place.
It was hilarious.
Y'all can take
Which
the lead.
which
Y'all-
actually
y'all
which
can
actually-
take the lead.
I'll take up this part, right?
No, wait,
Okay,
wait.
No,
wait,
I
we
think
gotta
it should
go
be.
over the bet.
It's got to be Kaine first because he did the bet. Yeah.
Yeah. So
No,
like
that's true,
we
that's
have to,
true,
we
yeah.
have to go back to the prelude because like I look at Christian and I'm like I will pay for your froyo if you take your shoes off, slap them on the table, twiddle your toes around, and say, "This is bussin'."
Needless to say, I had free froyo.
If you want to see that clip, it will be on our additional clips channel. If you want to see it,
I didn't know you had that clip.
I
we
have it.
Ah, fuck Eddie.
we if there's anything we talk about, if we have the clip, it will be on the secondary thing with the clips titled whatever we do this, it'll be clips to that. So we'll see.
It'll be in the description.
Linked in description. Link in the description.
Okay. So Froyo, we get Froyo. Who wants to start? Who wants
Okay.
to start?
Chris wanted to start because yeah.
Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
No,
Chris.
I'll let Kane do the froyo, then I'll do Target, and then Wyatt will do the park.
Mhm.
How about that?
Okay, Kane,
And then we'll let Christian tell the big thing. I want to talk about the soccer.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So we get in the Sweet Frog, and like
1,
we
2,
we
3, 4.
what are you counting?
How many gloves he had on?
Oh yeah, I was getting there. So like with
let Kane handle it. Let Kane handle it. Let's stop
Yeah,
out shadowing him. Let's all just shut the fuck up and let him take the lead.
with the COVID restrictions in our state right now, which we are not giving out because obvious reasons.
We're not trying to
But-
dox ourselves.
Yeah. So we had to put gloves on to where we can get the froyo. So
This guy right here.
Christian, we all decided to get mediums because if you get a large froyo, you have to be on my 600-pound life, or you haven't eaten that day and you really want to blow up the shitter when you get home. Like,
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
so like we have them. We're all picking out our flavors. I look over at Christian, and Christian's just still putting on gloves. I'm looking. He's on his 4th pair each hand, and then by the time I'm done, he has 8 pairs of gloves on each hand,
It's crazy.
and he is just now picking his flavor. Which what did you get? Did you get the shortcake one?
I got this shortcake thing. I don't like toppings, so I just filled the whole thing up and just slapped the glob of cookie dough on top of it.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
peach. What did you get, Chris?
It's like I think it was like watermelon and like pink lemonade or something. It was good.
Yeah, I got peach with shark doo doo to do gummies on it.
I'm I'm basic, so I got vanilla and I loaded that sucker with toppings.
Yeah.
Understandable. All right, continue.
So like we get our stuff, we sit down. Mind you, there's like 2 teenagers working that like just got out of high school, and like we're sitting, the look on their faces was like,
Come on. Well, because and we were also there. We were like debating it out just constantly because it's a meme. And
yeah.
Oh,
I wanted to look at
Let's
one
go.
of the workers and be like,
I don't have my
do you know
soundboard.
who? Be like, do you know who the baby is? But like, I didn't want to get kicked out immediately because with what Christian was gonna do, we felt like we were gonna get kicked out. So like, we wanted to have the bit happen. So we all pay for our froyo. The only reason why I got froyo was for the sheer fact.
So I didn't get left out because I wasn't.
Yeah, he didn't want to feel left out.
No, my dad recently had heart surgery and has had problems at the hospital. So I'm not like trying to eat in a public place and get COVID in any way. So I kept my mask
Bro,
on.
all your family has the vaccine.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So we sit down. We sit at like they only have the small tables there for some reason. So there's 4 17-year-olds just sitting there at a small table, and we're just like
Screwed.
going back and forth.
There he is.
Christian's like looking at each one of our froyos and is like a little kid, and he's like, I really like those.
I really like those.
I
Do
really
it,
like
Christian.
those.
Do it,
those.
Christian. Do it.
I really.
You gotta take off
like
your
those.
glasses. Show them how
Yeah,
you
you
did
gotta
it.
Take the sunglasses off and stare into the camera.
I really like those.
The entire half hour we were in there, that was constant.
Yeah, and
I really like those.
I really like those.
and then Wyatt has like not touched his froyo because,
was
like he
melting.
said, yeah, it was like melting. So he's like, Christian, do you want a bite? And so he takes the scoop out, and then Christian just like deep throats it all the way to the back of his throat, and his mouth touches Wyatt's hand.
Went like halfway
Mind
down my
mind you,
fingers.
mind you, Christian still has. He took off half of the gloves because COVID restrictions. So he has 4 gloves on now in each hand. He couldn't have just grabbed it with his hand and taken the spoon. He had to physically deep throat it and have Wyatt have like a mental spasm.
Yeah, because
So
I did like this.
and then like he grabbed
He
out
just
his
hit it like this. He's like,
like I swear if this man had a man purse, it would have like every Bath and Body Works scent of hand sanitizer, because he like whipped that
yes!
sucker
Squirted
out
that
and he
shit.
squirted it all
was
over
like-
his hands.
This is mustard, but same thing as hand sanitizer.
What do you have mustard in your room?
Hold on, can we pause a minute? Why do you have mustard?
Okay, I was working out, and after I work out, I eat cheese, salami, and walnuts, and this goes with it, and that's why it's on my desk.
Oh, that's actually
I
like.
thought you were just gonna stop at I was working out, like that explains
Dietary
anything.
fibers good for digestion.
Oh.
Rich amount of protein, a little bit of sodium to make.
Third
the
gallon of
shit
water of the
robust.
day.
That's not good. Stop doing that.
Stop that.
All right, another side tangent before we get back to the chapter 1. Wyatt guzzles down water like
This is my
nothing.
third gallon of water today.
Nothing.
Like this is why he's so big. It's all
It's all
water.
water waves.
Hmm.
All water.
This man is just a walking ocean.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, fellas, if we ever have a drought in our city, and we'll be fine. We'll just have to like put a tap in the white stomach and just turn the bitch on.